Taras and Viratna, we've been talking about the magazine, and moving on a little bit away from the magazine itself, we're going to talk a little bit about what you've been doing over the last few years. Obviously, you started off as a cartoonist, and that really is what gave you the opening into doing so much more. And you've obviously started off working here and then gone on to work in 16 different countries and so on. How do you think, if you go back many years from where things were, how do you think things have progressed over the years, and how do you see Sri Lanka in terms of
Sri Lanka is progressing very well, very fast and all that, and that's why I'm here. And the other thing is that I want to tell you, the print media is coming back to the limelight again, because I'll tell you why. Because we also go for websites and all that, but the only thing is the web. If you go to a web and try to sort of read these papers, I don't think it's going to be a highly successful thing. Because
do you think Weekend Fun will ever go online, or will it always be a physical print?
Well, it's 100% a print run. I believe in that, but of course we have to focus on these websites also. We are going to have a website, of course, definitely. But I should tell you, the print media, there's nothing, because I started before the invention of the computer. When I was 14, I had never heard of about a computer, and the graphics have started. I'm the one who started graphics and invented in Sri Lanka, for Lake House and other newspapers as well. So I know the difficult part of using a computer. And also, it's quite an amazing machine, all right. But you get tired of looking at it and trying to read a newspaper, 32-page newspaper or a broadsheet newspaper. You get tired, and the tendency, I've had a lot of arguments with some doctors, and I got some ideas also from them in United States. And I found out that you will become, you'll get addicted to it. And also you might get cataract, and the rays which are, those rays cannot be seen. Those rays go right inside your body, and you might get all kinds of diseases. So, and also, what my advice is, go for this kind of a newsprint where you can. I mean, these are old versions, don't try to neglect these things. You should be proud of carrying Weekend Fun, like you're carrying some other paper, So it's physically, I feel, what do you think? Physically, I should feel that the newspaper is there without going through these websites, and don't you know, it's a hassle. I mean, I use the computer almost like 20 hours a day, but I get tired and I use that. I'm not condemning it, but of course, I advise people to sort of buy a newspaper
and go back in time a little bit. Do you think the younger generation will still be, because they're a very internet savvy generation, do you think that they'd have the same kind of want to, pick up a physical newspaper?
Well, to be frank with you, we will have to educate them. So we'll have to have seminars. So we're going to have some seminars about it also, because you cannot forget about the print media. You cannot forget about the print media, because that's quite amazing to have some sort of a magazine right next to you, rather than staring at the computer and then trying to read, what is this and all that, and later on that you might get some sort of a problem with your eyes, and don't you know, and which is true, I mean, we are human beings. But of course, initially it's okay, but latter part, when you grow old, so you feel this is much more comfortable than reading a paper through a computer.
I guess everyone's got either system have their pluses and minuses, and I'm sure the success of the magazine itself will kind of indicate whether an online magazine is something that you need to perhaps look into a little later on, or obviously that's something that the younger generation may want from a publisher. But another question that I have for you is going back into cartoon journalism, which is something that you're very passionate about. Again, something that has had long years in Sri Lanka. How do you think, as a cartoon journalist, how do you see things in Sri Lanka at the moment?
Well, say about 3-4 years ago, we were talking about it in a conference in Memphis that we had with the other political cartoonists, American political cartoonists, and we were really scared, thinking that something might happen, where the threats were there for political cartoonists all over the world, not only from Sri Lanka but from the others also. But people enjoy. I think our president enjoys looking caricatures which are done by a lot of artists, and also the others. I mean, broad-minded sort of society. I think they appreciate these caricatures and things like that, because it's something funny, So I don't think, but the discussion that we had in United States, we thought the political cartooning and caricaturing is just diminishing day by day.
So sometimes what you can say in a whole article, you can say in a you can say in a picture, which takes all of
I mean, the whole story could be conveyed through
it's a very
cartoon,
strong and powerful message.
Cartoon, would be conveyed. We have had discussions about it, and we have proved that is true. And also people are tired. So people are tired of going through these reading lengthy articles. So what we do is we allow our visual stuff to come out more aggressively. Then I mean, you have to have that kind of reading passages.
For our minds to take a little bit of a break and look at something that is still informative, but is something slightly different, which is again something you're trying to achieve through the magazine also.
Exactly.
It's a lot of visual things that you're trying to incorporate alongside articles, so you have a lot of content there really for someone to look at.
Visual impact is very strong in this particular magazine. I mean, it's a tabloid magazine kind of stuff, and then which will definitely attract the younger crowd, because they would love to see
more visuals,
than read. They don't have much time in the present day generation. They don't have much time.
You just want to glance through and look at some pictures and have them tell you the story.
And if it inspires, they will go through the text as well, because the text material we're going to reduce it more. And then visual impacts, of course, visual power that we are going to show through the magazine. So that's why I told you from the start itself, it's completely different kind of magazine.
Well, Sarah, here's to a completely different kind of magazine. We wish you the very best of luck with the magazine once again.
Thank you so much,
And with that, we need to take a quick break. When we come back, we have more of Good Morning Sri Lanka. So make sure you stay with us. Don't go anywhere.